Did you know that NASA also builds concept cars? This vehicle was designed for the future colonization of Mars, but many experts are so interested in this vehicle that it is likely to be used for travel on the Earth's surface as well. The Mars rover weighs about 2.5 tons and has 6 wheels with an open design. This means that the tires are not filled with air. The interior of the concept car looks more like an airplane than a road vehicle. It has seats for the driver and co-pilot, as well as one seat behind them. There is also a glove compartment in the cabin that will hold especially important things. Initially, it was supposed to be samples of the Martian soil. The new development will allow space explorers to travel and work in a high-tech mobile laboratory with life support, navigation, and communication systems, built from materials selected specifically for Martian conditions. Cadillac Toll. Cadillac presented a flying cab concept at the CES 2021 Consumer Electronics Show. The model is made in the format of a passenger drone. The device is equipped with 4 propellers and a passenger capsule. It is expected that Cadillac Toll will be able to reach speeds of up to 90 km per hour or 56 miles per hour. It is expected that the drone can be used for short flights within the city. The device is parked on the roofs of buildings. During the flight, the passenger will be able to observe the environment through a semblance of a windshield. Landing and taking off the Cadillac Toll will be vertical, with a characteristic sound of propeller copters. The virtual presentation took place at the CES exhibition and was noted in social networks. Although the device is unlikely to go into production anytime soon, Michael Simcoe, responsible for design at General Motors, said that the eVTOL uses a 90 kWh electric motor. The motor drives 4 rotary motors that allow the device to take off and land. Here you can see the X-47B UCAS drone. It was the first UAV in the world that successfully landed on the deck of an aircraft carrier and was also able to refuel in the air in fully automatic mode. However, the X-47B program turned out to be too expensive and was closed. 2 prototypes were built in time for testing. Their characteristics were as follows. Cruising speed was 535 km per hour or 332 miles per hour. Range was about 4,000 km or 2,485 miles. The armament consisted of 2 high-precision JDAM gliding bombs. Just under $2 billion was spent on the program. The findings have had a significant impact on the deck attack drone development industry, which in the near future will appear in the armament of the most developed countries. Here is a tractor built by order of the British company Shell called Shell Starship 2.0. It has been successfully tested on the California-Florida route, reducing fuel consumption by a factor of 2.5 compared to conventional tractors. The Starship has a 400 horsepower, diesel-powered engine, aided by an electric motor that drives one of the axles, a 5 kilowatt solar panel on the roof. Wide tires and well-designed aerodynamics allow the company to talk about a revolution in fuel efficiency. This incredible concept project is called Atlantis. The truck is supposed to have a 5th level of autonomy, which means it will not have a driver's cab and will move around without human intervention. But the most important thing is the most unusual design, which is different from anything you have ever seen. Take for example the huge wheels in the back the size of the trailer itself, and on the road these wheels move independently. Ground clearance of the trailer is not high enough that it can move on uneven terrain, but on the other hand, it is not so important. After all, the delivery of goods is usually carried out on highways with normal pavement, especially when we are talking about an autonomous truck. Unfortunately, the modern development of technology does not yet allow to create cars that can climb mountains without the help of the operator. Airwolf is a 2-seat hoverbike with vertical takeoff and landing. The developers have already opened registration for those who want to fly and are interested in investors, so they are not stingy with the numbers. Maximum speed is 230 km per hour or 143 miles per hour. Acceleration from 0 to 100 km per hour or 62 miles per hour in 3 seconds. Flying time up to 25 minutes. Flight range up to 66 km or 41 miles. Maximum payload of 150 kilograms or 330 pounds. The price of the Airwolf is $318,000. You will also have to get a pilot's license. The first batch of equipment is promised within 3 years. Airwolf is proposed to be used not only for entertainment but also for other useful purposes, for example, to deliver cargo. In 2018, Volvo Trucks unveiled its first convenient delivery solution based on an electric autonomous vehicle called Vera. Its tasks include moving through closed areas, such as ports, logistics centers, and so on. This means that Vera moves only on predetermined routes. In a joint project between Volvo Trucks and DFDS, Vera's task is to move a container from the logistics terminal to the loading area in a seaport. The operation is monitored by the operator, and the speed of the truck remains very low, only 40 kilometers per hour or 25 miles per hour. This is thought to be the optimum limit for repetitive shipping in industrial areas. But it's also worth saying that the Vera looks quite unusual. The lack of a driver's cab makes it look like someone has attached a high-end supercar to the truck's trailer. The Hyundai Elevate was originally designed as an all-terrain vehicle for rescuers to reach victims in record time. It is known that the first 72 hours after a disaster are the most important for saving lives. That is why the Hyundai Elevate is designed to respond as quickly as possible. It is the first vehicle to combine electric vehicle and robot technology. This enables it to cross even those terrains that no ordinary all-terrain vehicle can cope with. The Hyundai Elevate concept travels on fully articulated wheels, which help it to climb vertically, jump over chasms, crawl like a reptile, and drive smoothly on highways. The Elevate is based on a modular electric car platform with the ability to swap out different bodies for specific situations. But in general, this car will be able to drive anywhere and on any surface. Berglund, the world's first electric autonomous cargo ship, was launched in 2021. The Berglund is expected to replace up to 40,000 voyages of diesel trucks annually. The 80-meter or 262-foot-long vessel is powered by a 6-full and 0.8 megawatt-hour battery and can carry up to 3,300 tons at a top speed of 15 knots. That's about 28 kilometers per hour or 17 miles per hour. So far, Berglund has made one trial run to Oslo, but it is scheduled to enter service in 2022. By the way, along with the production of the ship itself, the company is using its own reserves of ammonia-used fertilizer to develop a source of fuel with zero carbon content. Perhaps in the future it will be used aboard Berglund. Solar Impulse, a Swiss experimental project of a long-range solar-powered airplane. The plane is a single-seat monoplane powered by photovoltaic cells. It is able to take off on its own power. The prototype was designed to stay in the air for up to 36 hours. The second plane, built in 2014, has more solar panels and more powerful engines. It also had other improvements that allowed it to travel around the world. Naturally, the plane stopped periodically, and it took more than 16 months to circumnavigate the globe.